Current world events are fast changing our outreach and service methods. We are living in sobering times, but exciting times, and God is using the current circumstances to wake us up and to spread the gospel farther and wider than ever before. Here are some brief but beautiful reports of what God is doing through you across North New South Wales.
It's been great to see the value that people are now placing on Faith FM radio. Now it's become a really, really important part of their outreach, what they share with friends, and how they grow spiritually. This recent COVID crisis has illustrated probably more than anything else just how important this ministry is.
So New South Juice is impacting the community for Jesus by just building relationships with people in the community. We've had customers come in and talk about spiritual things with our volunteers. I'd really encourage other churches to do something like this because it actually enables church members to get involved during the week.
Research tells us that people are more likely to make a lifelong decision to follow Jesus before they reach their teenage years, producing a weekly episode of Bible-based relevant media for families to watch everywhere.
ASOC refers to Adventist students on campus, and across North New South Wales we're currently working on Newcastle University and also Lismore. So we're currently seeing rapid growth on our Newcastle campus. We've got about 40 people who are meeting together as a church plant, which is very exciting, and we have plans to take church plants across to our other university campuses as well.
There's about 45 families live right next to the YU Church. They're our neighbours. There's a lot of people living rough in tents and containers and really doing it tough. The church saw the need, and so the plan was to build a building that could be a community building where we could run programs to impact on these people. So we see the community centre as an integral part of linking church and community.
When COVID hit, we all went online, and a lot of people were asking, is this the end of the world? And so we produced our first online series, which Lyle and Charissa preached, called The End.
The exciting thing about online evangelism is that it has resulted in so much kingdom growth. Almost every conference in Australia has benefited from the online evangelism. So this year's appeals funds will be used to help produce and market the online evangelism for 2021.
We've been given the prophetic vision that churches need to expect that the teams of people step out to start new churches. And the reason for this is because there's many people in our community who haven't heard the everlasting gospel. There's a growing number of churches which are catching this vision, and this includes churches in the Tweed, also Lismore Church, and down in Newcastle, Warners Bay Church, and finally on the Central Coast as well.
Kingdom Come is a Daniel 2 documentary that the conference did a couple of years ago, and God is really blessing it. It's now available in 8 languages, on 12 television stations, plus online. The total number of views at the moment is more than 8 million views. We're looking at following on and building on that Daniel 2 documentary with 2 more documentaries, one called Dominion on Daniel 7, 8 and 9, and another one called Downfall on Revelation 13 and Matthew 24. And we're going to take this message to the whole world.
The unprecedented times of 2020 disrupted some of the planned kingdom-building investments, but your generosity still empowered your fellow members to develop and implement innovative ministries to win souls for God's kingdom.
This year's 2021 Big Camp Appeal is an opportunity for you to invest directly in frontline, cutting-edge outreach activities, many of which will impact not only the North New South Wales Conference, but also a global audience for years to come through online evangelism.
Thank you so much for your ongoing faithfulness to God and your generosity to His work.